Germans came to our homeland with their armies and their blitzkrieg. They declared that we were part of their empire, unfit to rule ourselves. And then, they left. The Germans say that Russian winter beat them. Well then, let us make it snow in Berlin!
Welcome back everyone to yet another episode of Axe and Allies. In this episode we will be doing one of the last missions in the game, which is to take Berlin. And while it makes sense on a game level, you know, a game thing to do, dicky, whatever you want to refer to it as, that this mission would be relatively difficult, in actuality that's what they end up showing here is completely and totally inaccurate. Primarily the fact that the Germans have a shit load of armor. You know, they have a whole bunch of armor, tanks, armored vehicles, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's not all how it ended up happening here. not at all. But you can see that we end up having a few allies with us, 2 of them, and guaranteed almost one of them is almost certainly going to be destroyed. They're not that useful though. We do have an airfield over here for whatever strange reason we just do. You can't really do anything with this thing. It's going to end up, you know, going up in a poof of smoke. So yeah, we do have, oh, there's apparently another airfield there. Again, why that is, I don't understand. Maybe there was something that I failed to read up on, but who the hell knows. But anyway, I'm going to actually just cut right here, and then I will come back whenever I am kind of preparing and, you know, prepared and have all my stuff built. So I will be right back. Okay, everyone, and now we are back. And as you can see, when I made mention that they didn't have this much, guess what? They just didn't have, like, any of this. They had like no tanks and they had no armor vehicles, but that's like almost completely what they completely and totally use on this map, just saying. So what I have my anti-tank, I have artillery tank, and on this map, and this map only unfortunately, you also have these rocket trucks that you can research. You can do it both for, you know, your mechanized and your actual armor HQ. You get 2 rocket trucks on there essentially. I think you might actually get more with the armor one, I don't remember now. But these are pretty much just Katyusha rocket launchers, or like vehicles. I don't remember what their like immediate term was off the top of my head. But if you quick look in here, I don't know why he just refers to it as a rocket truck. You know, you can call it what it like specifically was, which is, you know, the Katyusha. Or I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't remember. I didn't really look up how to specifically look at it. Sorry, how to specifically look at to see it, but it does a decent amount of damage, and it ends up firing. You know, every unit ends up firing off 10 rockets, and since I have 4, that means there are 40 rockets that are doing damage. Well, you know, per attack, which in real life, they were pretty actually decent. Oh god, yeah, see this mess? This is why this map is bullshit. All of this mess should not be here. Good thing I have planes. Planes will go ahead, come and save the day. Gonna lay some down. I still have another one, I think. Yeah, I still have another one. Throw it on them, because why the hell not? But the Katyusha rockets, I'd go ahead and give a little bit of history. They had been developed in like 38 or so. They actually were not originally like, oh, thanks for killing off most of my leaders. Is that what it does? Because I think it was this one. Yeah, it ends up, I don't remember like how it picks if an officer is killed or not. It just, you know, they just end up dying. That's all I know. Some end up dying, and the ones that happen, it says that they're like immune to, where the hell did the other one go? What are you doing? Where are you? I told you to run away. Oh, I think the tanks are in his way. Hey, guess what? Advance. Or, you know, move forward in some form or fashion. or, you know, just kind of sit there. These they end up being, I think, smoke bombed, or, you know, they end up being slowed, which is something that your allies are able to do, because like each one of these like main units, not main units, but like generals, they're able to use different you're able to use different, you know, special abilities than what you have with you, and some of them are okay, some of them are, you know, a lot better than others, and you can see that, you know, my planes are following them all along. There's anti-aircraft everywhere, but anyway. Now, the only thing bad about the Katyushas is that they're really not that great at dealing damage to these sort of units, like at all. As you can plainly see, they're pretty kind of rubbish. But it's primarily, you know, morale damage, which is, you know, just fine, even though I prefer them being destroyed completely, but what can you do? And about 10,000 were actually produced during the war. Their first battle, I guess you could say, was actually during Barbarossa. Only about 40 or so were produced by that point in time, because the Soviet artillery staff or artillery commander, however it's placed and actually done, they did not really care for the rockets, mainly for the reason that, you know, main issue was that it would take, I want to say, like 50 minutes to reload and could fire 24 rounds in that period of time. It was something like that. I could be wrong with 50 minutes and, well, what I just said. But it was something like that, and they didn't like it because of that reason, because with like a conventional howitzer, you could fire, you know, 95 to 150 rounds during that same point in time. And but it still ended up getting greenlit, mainly for the reason that it required pretty light industry to do, at least compared to, you know, you didn't have to use the same sort of equipment that you would need to make like an artillery barrel or something along that line. And so yeah, they were made. About 10,000 were made. They're actually still used by a number of nations. Well, you know, not like the ones used in World War II, but, you know, variations of it. Just down here, you just continually blanket this guy, you know. Well, you know, with all this stupid rockets, and granted, I don't remember how, like, what, my brain can't even work, like, what the, load would be for it, but, like, you know, you could have a huge, just complete carpet sieging, essentially, which is what they were used for. They're used for saturating fire and all that sort of stuff, so, yeah. But, again, even with, you know, outside of that, because I can't get my facts straight, which is really irritating because I just looked it up a little bit, which normally I wouldn't do for these sort of stuff, just because it's like a lot of times it's, you know, very technical stuff, and a lot of people are like, okay, you have this weapon here, who the hell cares? And that's kind of the whole point. But yeah, even still, as I mentioned at the start of the video, whatever the hell they were like, oh yeah, this is totally how the Battle of Berlin was, yeah, not even close. It lasted, I think, 2 weeks, if maybe a little bit more. My brain wants to say April 21st to May the 2nd, because May the 2nd is when Berlin ended up falling, and then it wasn't until the 8th and 9th that the majority of, or the remaining of the German forces ended up surrendering, because, you know, they still had units based in Denmark, Norway. They had some remnants, I believe, fighting in, you know, like the outskirts of Berlin during that period of time too. Which the majority of the people that were actually, you know, fighting Berlin, there wasn't like a whole bunch of armored divisions. There was primarily what remained of the Wehrmacht. You had you know, of course, the Wehrmacht, the SS, the units of the Hitler Youth too. And you also had Volkssturm, I believe is how you pronounce it, which was like German militia and that sort of thing. And what a shock, the militia, for the most part, was really rubbish. But again, what do you expect? It was made out of what remained of the people that hadn't already been, you know, thrown into the army. Well, thrown to the German army, and they had equipment that, whatever they could end up getting, which was a mixture of, you know, like actually some relatively, I guess you could say, newer stuff, you know, modern stuff. Other than that, it would be like Mauser 1898s or some machine pistols from like 1905 or things of that nature. Even some black powder rifles and, you know, muskets and hell, even crossbows that they described at museums and threw into the arms like, here you go. It's like, wow, thanks so much, bro. That's totally what I need to, you know, defeat a fucking Red Army, is, you know, a crossbow. Let's keep fighting. Now, what I'm doing right now is, again, something that I generally don't do in the game, but you also generally don't have that many targets, but, it's best to try to deal with this guy in the north as, you know, have him be your first target. Because if you wait too long, then, you know, as is usual, you're going to just get completely swarmed by armored divisions up the goddamn wazoo, and it becomes pretty painful to even attempt to deal with them. I'm just going to go ahead and bomb you. There we go, you have been bombarded. You know, these artillery shots don't do a goddamn thing against these people, which is really stupid, because, you know, it would be doing a lot more damage. You would think. You would think. Granted, you know, it's probably got some dumb caliber. Oh, it's a 105mm howitzer. I don't even know anymore. I was never one that really looked into the equipment being used. I know a little bit here and there. But, like, if someone was to ask me, hey, what did they end up using here? I'd go, I don't know. You know, primarily because, to answer that question, it would just be everything. Because that's pretty much what ended up happening by most nations. Well, the U.S. not nearly as much, but the Soviets used pretty much whatever they could end up grabbing, which, yeah, well, grabbing/producing. And the Germans, again, they used whatever they could end up grabbing or could end up producing. Hell, I mean, even the British during 1941, they had men armed with picks. Not like in combat, and that's more referring to the Home Guard when they were fearful of an Operation Sea Mammal that, yes, this game also does end up talking about. This game does talk about that sea mammal. Something that you're never allowed to talk about, just saying, you're not supposed to. And you know what, I've got so many planes, I'm not using them because I get completely and totally sidetracked. I'm going to go ahead and bomb this thing. I'll probably need all 4, I might even need a 5th. I'll throw 5 on there just in case. Because, you know, they got a whole bunch of anti-aircraft stuff that I'm going to have to deal with. Oh yeah, there's also an HQ down in, there's also one of those group HQs down in here as well they have to be a bit careful about. But I can deal with that in another way. I don't remember where it is specifically. I guess I could go... Nah, I'm not going to wait. I'll just deal with some stuff here. You're dealt with even though I... Is that even there? Okay, yeah, it is there. I was like, is it even there? I'm like, yeah, no, it is. It's fine. Do that. I can go ahead and I have, I believe, 2 of you. Yes, I do. Alright, I can deploy some men down in here, some heavy airborne. You also do get snipers on this map, and also you get snipers and conscripts. Conscripts you can just end up buying outright. They're a little bit cheaper than infantry. I believe, I don't know how worse they are though than infantry off the top of my head. I just never use them. You know, they're a cheap unit. I don't use infantry because I prefer heavy tank. I prefer anti-tank stuff. Mainly because, you know, they do extra damage against any unit. And, I mean, you know, granted that does make sense, even though trying to hit people with like an AT rifle would not be easy. At least, you know, Red Orchestra definitely made it not easy, unless, you know, you're mounted on, you know, a wall or something. I've been playing that game a lot recently. I have matches I've recorded. It's just the issue where the times I do record, I tend to not do good, and, you know, that could be simply for the fact that, you know, it makes the game run slower, which is true, it does. It goes from a 60 frames normally down to 30, but I can't get that thing to record as I would like to, but, you know, that's typical. It's a really weird game in that sense where it just acts really strange to certain recording programs, but again, that's kind of typical. I ended up seeing a whole bunch of stuff. I don't remember if I actually saw any units anywhere, though. I wasn't paying attention. But getting rid of this main guy up here is perfectly fine. I don't even remember what the hell is going on about it. I know something about an anti-tank round. Oh yeah, my distaste for anything that's not infantry, that's not anti-tank. I mean, it makes sense just because, you know, it's like, okay, what else do you have in here? This is a majority of what you end up getting, at least as the Soviets. You know, as the Americans, you get flamethrowers. As the British, you end up getting heavy assault or something along that line, which I don't even know what they were generally equipped with normally. Like offhand, you can see that, oh, they have an airfield. Great. I should have waited and destroyed the airfield when I had the chance, but nope. At least this thing will end up being destroyed right as the plane ended up dying. Good. I have a whole bunch of people down here. Throw you down. I even have a special ability that will allow me to drop. That'll allow me to drop a supply zone for a little bit, so these people can get recharged. I might kind of want to wait a little bit until my planes recover. That would probably be a smarter idea, because pretty much as soon as I start attacking down there, my units are going to pretty much die. You're all up in the city, you know, burning down, you know, cutting down trees, and oh my god, they're sprouting up like immediately. You know, I've actually never noticed this beforehand. I'm amazed. Could you imagine if this is just how it would happen normally? That you try to cut through a trail and trees immediately grow back, and I'm like, what the fuck? I did not even notice that. How did I not notice this after years of playing? Well then. Trigger's just like, fuck you. We immediately grow back. Anyway, I'm just going to keep on going. I don't know why that blew my mind so much. I'll go ahead and send these men down. You also, and what I should also probably do, just go ahead and pause a little bit. And I'll put a few people, truck things up here. Having a third airfield would be something that you could do. And I kind of sort of would recommend it. Oh, there's another airfield here too. You need to get rid of the enemy airfields as soon as you possibly can. I have one plane operational. By the time I attack here, I mean, I could probably even destroy this entire thing if I was lucky enough. It depends on if they have any, like, standing units here. Actually, no, I can check that. I can believe I can check. You, go here. I, like, never use the scouts, because, again, it's like, well, there's not much of a point. You know, you just go ahead and bomb an area. They're pressing a big attack down here. You're almost guaranteed to, like, lose an ally normally, by the way. Because, you know, within the first few minutes, they end up, like, coming here through the north, and unless you can stem that tide, you know, you have to defend on your own reign, and yeah. I could even do, because, I mean, I have planes. Do I have two yet? I do have two. Put both of them on, put one on each heavy tank. Here we go, guys. I mean, hell, I could even go this way if I so wanted, and, you know, just kind of sit here. Because they might just sit here. Except, you know, they won't. Alright, fine. Just go down there. Okay, so they don't have, like, anything in the way of units here. I saw, like, one infantryman. Go ahead and attack then. Okay, yeah, you're being absolutely mauled. Bravely run away. Hey, you know, where are those planes that I just, like, immediately called for? Come on, guys. Get back here. Hello? Nobody? Nobody. Gotta be a little bit careful whenever you have planes attack just a regular, like, unit or whatever. Because if that unit goes near your units are completely and totally... Oh, are you gotta be fucking kidding me. Yep, they're dead. Probably because they're being bombed. Yep, they are indeed being bombed. I could try this. You're all gonna die, though. Jesus Christ. See this? This is bullshit. They have 5 heavy tanks. 5 heavy tanks. 6 heavy tanks. That's not at all how it works. This is what... Hey, what the fuck are you people doing anyway? I could have swore I told you to go down this way. They did not have... I don't even think they had 6 battalions of heavy tanks. I mean, maybe they did. I don't know. This is not how it happened. I might actually need to scramble make units. Because, yeah, this is not good. Hey, guess what? I'm going to be able to capture the city and then, you know, lose it once they turn their back to me. Yeah, this is not going to end up going well. This is what generally happens, again, when you're not quick enough. And just go and deploy all along here. Yeah, there's going to be another guy. Hey, I'm just going to keep on firing at you people. Oh, now they're just going away. I don't know why the AI acts as weirdly as it does. Yeah, you're all dead. Look at all the dead bodies here. This is not good. Hey, just go ahead and have some more fun. Why the hell not? I got the scratch. I can do this. I say, as you know, my tanks are about to, like, completely and totally expire. There's a... Oh, yeah, I forgot about all the bunkers here. Ah, crap. Whatever. I could send a saboteur. Oh, yeah, they're bombing me. I forgot. I was like, what the hell? Why is that going off? I'm like, oh, right, bombs. You go and head back down. You just kind of sit here for a little bit. You know, having, like, my units just based out of here. Oh, hey, they're actually running away. I am surprised. Yeah, all of you are... Yeah. Yeah, that's all you have to do is just, yeah. Yeah, go and destroy all these people. Or, you know, maybe you won't. They're just trying to run through me. That's not how you use tanks effectively. I should not have told them to, like, actually attack any specific unit. Let's go and switch to that one. Hopefully they'll, you know, actually do it. Attack here. Oh, they have some supply stuff. Good for them. You're at 4, you're at 4. Okie dokie. Now I'm going to go ahead and send 2. Actually, no, I should probably send 3 against each of these. Just in case. There. I'll trust 2 on that, and then I'll send 3 here. Again, 2 is the minimum on these. On smaller buildings, 3 is the minimum you need for corpse HQs. However, you know, if there's like anything that's drawing off like fighter attention or whatever, you're not going to be able to get them, you're not going to be able to kill them, essentially. You people are fighting here. Oh, apparently they ended up going away anyway. I might have actually been dealing a fair amount of damage. Oh, no, they're bombing me. That's not good. So I'm probably going to end up losing some artillery here, but whatever. I'll be fine. It'd be, you know, nice if I could just get... if they would just go away so I can end up healing. Because at least with tanks, you end up having more than plenty to actually end up healing. And you all should not be engaging here. Go run away. Go and actually deal with these supplies really quick. Nope, I said run away. Does this work against anyone? Yeah, it does. I'll drop it down here. And hopefully... Oh no, you're dead. Never mind. You're completely and totally dead. Nothing I can do. You're gonna go Bizo. And this is also assuming that any of these planes are going to get through, which they may or may not. That one's almost guaranteedly destroyed. This one might be. We'll have to see. Yeah, with that plane being here, I don't think... Yeah, I think they're going to be a bit doomed. I don't even know where the hell that thing's coming from. Oh, hey, there's more units just sitting there in the trees. They end up using the regenerating cover to actually come back. Yeah, this is like one of the easiest times I've actually had of it. That's much I will definitely have to say. Oh yeah, you're all doomed. This one man may end up surviving, only probably not. Probably not at all. I'm just going to go ahead and... yeah, you're just going to go away now. Okay, time for plan 2. Plan 2 involves more jump cuts, so I will be back yet again. Okay, we might actually maybe sorta not really be back for now. Who the hell knows? I have been trying to grind through this as quickly as I can. And what is shocking, it ain't working. They still have so many units freaking everywhere. And I mean just everywhere. So much so that's a little bit ridiculous, but what can you do? You need to get the fuck out of that way, because they're shooting at you, and it's not very good that you're being shot. Want to destroy this thing? I've captured North Berlin somehow through some magic. How they still, again, have these many men? Who the hell knows? All of my units are pretty scattered. They're scattered, they don't know what the hell is going on. And I could also technically try to just power them with just units, just number of units. However, as you can kind of see, that's not going to end up working because they've got a million everywhere still somehow, even though they've got no money and no way to produce stuff. So this is my solution. I'm just going to go ahead, lay my bombers on everyone that I can. And see what ends up happening. My guess is probably not a whole lot. I end up getting a third airfield because I'm like, fuck it, I actually need it. Didn't think I would, but apparently I do. And I'm gonna lose North Berlin in just a second. Okay, yep, they're dead now. Goddamn, I gotta capture the North now. Great, just what I needed. I mean, go ahead and just keep firing. This map can be such a pain in the ass sometimes. Sometimes you will get unlucky, and again, your allies will essentially go up in a poof of smoke. I need to actually keep these men here, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to capture it. I could try to move you up, though, and see if you can do anything. Yeah, there's only 2 entry. Okay, yeah, I think my allies got this. Finally, as you can see, I've been playing for a while. This might actually be 1 video, maybe 2. I'll have to decide and see how long the actual clips are. I'm not entirely sure. I actually have units fully upgraded from this too, and they get a lot of bonuses. Yep, see, they've got just pretty much tanks and some infantry now. They've actually decided to build infantry. And it would be kind of cool to see individual units, even your enemy stats. There is something, there's an ability that will allow you to do so, and how I've not conquered this yet, I don't know. Well, I was going to say, granted, I have no idea where, any of my units ended up running off to. But, yeah. Then, because the city's on fire, it's not going to be able to end up capturing, so let's go ahead and go into super fast motion. Nope, still nothing. There we go. Okay, finally. God, this map is a pain in the ass sometimes. And as you can tell, my throat is not used to me talking a whole bunch. So, with that being said and done, yep, that was it. So, I will see you guys in the next episode. Until then.